Hey YouTubers, today I have a beautiful look for you inspired by Lea Michele's cover of Cosmopolitan. You can see here it is. She has wild hair and beautiful nude lips and lovely signature eyelashes that she always seems to have, even in Gleek. I hope you enjoy this look and please don't hesitate to subscribe. Thanks. Lea Michele has the most beautiful flawless skin, so what you've got to look at is your own features and what you find stands out the most that isn't flawless. So for me at the moment that would be right here. You can see that I'm tired, so I need to make sure that I've got absolutely all my eye makeup off, which I'm not sure that I do, and put a lot of concealer there. Because I've got dark circles under my eyes, you can use like a pinky tone of concealer like this, or you could even go for like a purple which will neutralize the black under your eyes and make them stand out. Just grab a bit of that purple and a bit of a pinky tone underneath your eyes, and you just need to look down in the mirror like this so that you get right under your eyes, right up to your lash line, and just kind of paint that on like you would in a painting, and then just use your fingers to press it in like this. And just keep pressing. That's what everybody goes on about blending. That's what this is. You just keep press, and making sure those colors meld together. Once you've got those eyes kind of glowing, now I do look a little bit like a Martian right now, but that's fine because it's formative. It's what's underneath my makeup that is going to show out subtly. Just go ahead and use your foundation brush or your fingers or whatever you want to use, and just go over little areas that you like to go over that are normally like a little bit red or a little bit discolored. Flawless look. We're going to use some mineral powder as our foundation of such. The only caveat that I would put on this is make sure that you're not going to be in an environment at night where you're getting photographed, because this has got a lot of reflectiveness in it, and although it looks beautiful during the day and it gives you that beautiful look of flawless luminescence, just like she has, you'll find that unless you've got fantastic photographic equipment, it will make you look like you're glowing and you're a little bit sweaty. So just tap a tiny bit of mineralized powder and just swish it around in the lid of your powder. I'm just using a dense brush. This is actually a bronzer brush by Bobbi Brown, but when you're swishing it around there, you're beginning that luminosity. You think that you are like, you know, using it on your lid. You're not. You're using it on your face, but you're warming it up the way it likes to be just before you apply it to your face. So just apply that all over. You start, I mean, I always start on my left cheek, I don't know, my right cheek, I don't know why, but basically start from the middle and work your way out. You really don't need much of this. If you feel like you need a little bit more of a fuller coverage, then just put a little tiny little bit more in your, tap a little bit more in your lid and do that swirling motion again. Warm it all up. It looks like you've just made it disappear into the brush, but you're actually not making it disappear into the brush. You're just using it the way that it likes to be used. Okay, now with a good mineral powder, you have a blending powder that goes with it. It's this kind of, you know, translucent color, and you just pat this same amount into your lid of that one and swirl it around like that again, and just get it nice and warmed up, and then use that to really work in the rest of the powder into your face. Now the next step is contouring. Lea Michele has quite an angular face, so you want to use something like this, which is like a light bronzer. It's more of a pinky tone than a brown tone, and it's perfect for contouring with this kind of lighter look. So use a kissy face if you want, but just pull it under with a flat brush like this is absolutely perfect, but they're a little hard to find. But anything you've got that you usually use to contour, make sure you get right under those cheekbones, because this is quite a strong, very contoured look. Now this looks a little crazy at the moment. We're not going to leave it like this, obviously, the big Indian stripe, but we are going to soften it off so that it looks natural, but it's still very, very angular and very, very contoured. So brush like this and just smooth it all over that contouring to blend it. So just keep smoothing a really subtle blush that comes just up from her cheekbone to just rise up to the middle of her apple, not all the way and not just on the apple, but coming from that contouring. Place it at this contouring line and move it up. Just keep moving it up and keep using these little tiny brush strokes just to bring it up and make it a real glow. So we've only got peach here, where she's got a little bit of color, so you want to bring something like this. This is M.A.C Well Dressed. It's a beautiful, really soft pink, and just swirl your brush in that and tap it off, and just where your apples of your cheeks begin, just brush it down into where our contouring was and where we brought the benefit in. Michelle most definitely has a bit of depth in her crease, so use a color like this. This is Bobbi Brown Toast. It's just a little bit of warmth with a nice big fluffy brush. This is just a M.A.C 224, and just go in that crease area. Nice window washer. Make sure you've got no harsh lines. She just has a sweep of black eyeliner, so I'm going to use M.A.C's Blacktrack Gel liner just because I find gel liners a little easier to use, and a 2H, so a little tiny fine, looks like a paintbrush, just to sweep this on. I'm going to get you to come up close here. Just paint that black as close to your lash line as you possibly can. If you want to make it a little bolder after that, that's perfectly fine, but what you want to make sure is that you've got it absolutely pressed up against your upper lash line. And add some false lashes because Sarah Michelle has got beautiful eyelashes and we want to emulate them. I'm going to use these. They're M.A.C number 32, and I will post a link in a response in the bottom there so that you can see how I apply them. Now that your false lashes are applied and your eyes are smoking, what you want to do is use a little bit of eye brightener. This is from the Smokin Eyes palette by Benefit. Just get a little bit of that funny pink color and just dab it on the inside corners of your eyes to brighten up this eye area and to make it pop. She has a beautiful apricot matte lip, and I'm using this. This is number 001 in the Revelon matte range. If you've often wondered how they get that smudgy sex kitten kind of look, what they do is you just get your middle finger and you just smear your lipstick and just push it into your lips so that you've got the color but it's smoothed out and it's just a little messy on the rim of your lips, so it's not perfect. Now if you want, you can use something like M.A.C's Oyster Girl. It's just a very soft pink lip gloss, and just give the inside bow of your lips a bit of a pout so that you've got a little bit more depth into your lips. So there you have it. You've got beautiful sex kitten eyes and nude lips and a lovely contoured blushing cheek, and you're ready to rock and roll.